Toy Customizer Wakeangel 2001, bringing you the Samus Figma. Oh, I cannot begin to describe how excited I am to finally have this figure. I have wanted an official Samus figure for such a long time. I think this is maybe the second or third in existence. The first one being the Joyride Studios Samus figure, which if you wanted it now it would run you $200, and her articulation really isn't particularly good anyway. And I think there's a Reveltech kit to make a Samus. Not sure, but so that would be the second one. But this is the third one, and by far the most accurate. So let's start with the box. It's a Figma action figure series. The front has some English translations. It says Samus Aran, first in Japanese and then in English, and it indicates that it is from the Other N game. The sides of the box are featuring some really nice pictures of Samus. The back of the box features some toys, pictures of the toy showing off what it can do and what it comes with. And all the text is written in Japanese. And then there's a nice full body shot on the other side. So, yeah. I haven't even opened this box myself yet. We're opening it together. All I did was cut the piece of tape on top that holds it closed. So, it's a really nice box. Shows off what's inside very nicely. And, oh, I can feel the anticipation. And then you get all this stuff. She comes on a big plastic sheet. I don't see any twist ties. She's just held in with raw bubbles. And there's other stuff. There's a thingy, probably instructions. And what is this? Oh, I see. It's a cardboard. See, the box is just plain cardboard, but this is a backing that has perforation. I think that this is for decorating a stand. Yeah, I think this is what this is. I think you're supposed to punch out along the dotted line and you have something to decorate a Figma stand or something like that. Alright, so we have seen how the packaging works, so let's get her out of that packaging and see what she can do. Now, once you get her out of the package, she's really not as impressive as I thought she was. I mean, she's a lot smaller than I thought she'd be, and her articulation is kind of limited. Alright, this is just my custom. This, my friends, is the Samus Figma, and oh boy, is she ever awesome. First of all, I'd like to note that there is no child safety concerns in this company at all, because the pointy bits are pointy and will stab you. And but that's very satisfying. It lets you know that this is an adult collector's toy. It is not something you give to small children. Well, if you're going to give your child a $60 figure, I mean, I think you might be able to find her on like Hobby Search or AmiAmi right now for $40 if she's available. But that's unusual. I'm still getting used to the way that Figmas work, the way their joints are built. Like, this is the very first time I've ever bought a Figma, so if I'm fumbling a little bit, please excuse me. So, what does she come with? First, let me stand her. I may have to go a bit wide-legged because this isn't exactly the most stable surface. She comes with a morph ball. A pew, a double pew, a although I would have liked a charge shot. The open attachment for her gun hand, which opens when it shoots missiles, although it does not come with a missile. I would have liked that. And it comes with Samus. And it comes with 4 alternate hands, all right hands, because Samus only has one hand, with a splayed open hand, a calm open hand, a fist for holding things, and a thumbs up. And the hand that is attached to her wrist is a normal fist. She also comes with a Figma stand, and she has a hole in her back that the stand plugs very snugly into, which allows for leaping poses. Look, check out the awesome double jointed knee on that. Oh yeah, you can have some mid-air leaps going on there. The morph ball also has an attachment point. So yay. Morph ball on a stick, anyone? And she also comes with a sandwich baggie. This is an ordinary looking Ziploc bag that says Figma on it and has a peg hole on top. This is so that you can keep all of her excess accessories in the bag when you're not using them, assuming you don't want to keep them in the box. And it has a hook so that you can hang it from a hook. Nice thought. Nice that they would give you that. Alright, so the Samus figure itself. Let's talk articulation, starting from the top. And that is one thing. The cups for the hip joints are a little bit shallow, so her leg can pop out of place if you're not careful. It pops right back in, and it is not loose. It's a nice tight joint. It's just a little bit easy to wiggle out. It's not defective. If it was floppy, then I would have a problem. But look, it is not at all floppy, so it's all good. All good. Okay, let's do some. Move the camera back a little bit. Okay, so articulation. Samus, starting with the head, has a ball-jointed neck. It's slightly limited in that I can't really make her look more than this direction, although it kind of fits in with the natural restrictions that such a helmet would have. And she has a nice sideways tilt in there, so it doesn't move too much, because it shouldn't move too much, but it moves enough to be expressive, and that's all that we need. So she has yeah, see, it's just one big old ball, and there's another ball inside of it. We know you like ball jointed head, so we put a ball jointed head on your ball jointed head. Hold on. I'm just making sure that it's not in backwards. So yeah, there's a ball joint in the chest and another ball joint in the head, although it still feels a little bit restricted, but it has enough movement to be expressive, and any restriction is something that you would expect for armor that looks like this. The shoulder pads are in the other end styling and do not have those little fins that the prying games are famous for. Her arm, it can go up and down like this. It goes in and out. The shoulder armor can move just a bit. Actually, I almost think that this is slightly more flexible than what the armor actually would be like. Her elbow can go this far, which is a decent range. It's let's see, that would be 90. I'd say 135-degree elbow. Her hand is on a swivel, and then there's a hinge in the hand itself. And if you want to swap out, it's a simple peg, so you just pull it right out. And then you get another hand. Let's go for the calm open hand, and you just simply slide it neatly in there, and now she can wave at you. So yeah, the arms are great. The other arm, same deal in the shoulder. Elbow only really goes 90 degrees, but you know, it's her gun arm. I really wouldn't expect it to go farther than 90 degrees. And she can pose it out in any direction she wants. She has a torso joint. There's a ball in there. Allows her to look up really good. Like it's almost impossibly form-fitting there. I mean, how thick is this metal? I mean, I have a hard time believing that there's a woman's waist in there, let alone a woman's waist covered in power armor. And she can crunch down a pretty good distance too. There's no waist joint, but this torso joint is really free enough that it can do all that. Her hips, she has like a soft rubbery skirt up here, which is awesome because it hides the joints perfectly. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. See? It's a little soft and flexible here, so you can move the leg up and pop. Okay, here's the thing. There's a ball joint. Well, now that I took the legs off, you can see that there's a ball joint in there that these ball joints can move on. So that can make her legs super poseable. If I would just keep from accidentally popping them out at every given opportunity. So, the legs actually have a very wide range. They can go up pretty far. It's just that I keep on accidentally popping them out. They should have made those cups just a little bit deeper. But still, you just, with just a little bit of kajiggering to make sure they don't pop out, you can make her assume all the poses that you would expect her to. I mean, she can run, she can leap, she can do all kinds of great things. The knees are double jointed, so again, I actually think that's more flexible than this armor would be if you were actually wearing it. And she has a really good range. She has ankles. There's side to side movement, there's up and down movement, and there's a toe joint. So yeah, she can do everything. So yeah, that's really pretty much all there is to the Samus Figma. She has an amazing sculpt, great paint. She is super flexible. And well, all that's really left. I don't really have anything in my collection to compare her to at all. I mean, the closest thing I have is the Halo Reach cat figure, which is a lot shorter. Now when you look, Samus is a tall one. I mean, I don't know what the average height of a typical Figma is, but she is a full head taller than Cat. Although I believe that canonically Samus is supposed to be 6'3", which is tall. That's a full 5 inches taller than my dad. So that is, she is almost Amazonian in height. She's a tall woman. Okay, her pews, made out of very rigid plastic although not so rigid that the base of it feels sharp. Simply plugs right into her gun, and then she's shooting it. Yeah, getting some over-the-shoulder action there. And her pew-pew double shot, works just as well. Although, I don't think a double shot is really necessary. If this could have been replaced with an effect part of a charge beam, or better yet, a missile, you know, like give us a pew and a missile, then that would have been good. I don't think we need a double pew. The muzzle of the gun comes right off, so you can replace it with the open muzzle, which has a shape to it, so it only goes in one direction. And then Samus is ready to shoot missiles, which she does not come with. Alright, so that's basically the Samus Figma and everything she comes with. So let's finish this up with a nice montage of all the poses that I can think of to put her in.